Good afternoon, I'm Dwayne Carpenter, Sports Information Director here at West Virginia Wesleyan, and joining me for the Women's Basketball Coaches Corner is head coach Steve Tierney. Steve, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Congratulations, your Lady Bobcat team got off to a 1-0 start after defeating Mercyhurst by a 66-56 score this past Sunday. You were down 33-26 at the half. You came out, your team scored 9 straight points to take the lead and really never looked back in that second half, outscored them 40-23 in that second half. Could you talk a little bit about the victory?
Yeah, Mercyhurst did make a good comeback on us. We kind of messed up a little bit down the stretch. I think we had a 13-point lead. They did cut it to 4, and then Alex Hertenstein made a great drive with about and basket with about 35 seconds left that sealed it for us basically. But very, very strong second half. Defensively we held them to 23 points. So the kids really took the halftime talk to heart and buckled down on defense, and they didn't get the second chance opportunities they had in the first half and so forth. So very good effort. I mean, you win by double digits on the road, you're going to take that every time.
You talk about the defense clamping down in the second half, but offensively you shot 55% in that second half, and I know those are numbers that any coach will take in any game.
Most definitely. Again, some halftime adjustments that the kids made. We talk about being patient on offense, and you don't have to drive it into the lane on the first side of the floor, and they waited for their opportunities when the defense had shifted and then took it into the lane. Danae Hill and Lydia Breidenbaugh both got to the line 10 times each, and so that's what we're looking for. We're trying to win that free throw game, trying to make more foul shots than the other team attempts. If you do that, you're probably going to win 80% of the time.
Yeah, your team shot 23 of 28, some more good numbers, 82%. Again, you shoot 82% from the line,
Yeah.
you're going to win a lot of basketball games.
Yeah, you are. I mean, we need to do that to kind of somewhat equalize. We're a better rebounding team than we were a few years ago, but still we figure we go up there and you're probably going to lose the rebounding battle a little bit because we're still playing 3 guards basically. We've got some talented backcourt kids, so that we need to get them on the floor. So you're really looking at 2 posts and 3 guards, and you got to try to hold your own on the board. So going up there -3 in the total rebounding war is pretty acceptable to us.
Right, I think the rebounding total was 30-27. Mercyhurst did come out with the rebounding crown there, but like you said, you got the victory, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, again, getting to that free throw line is really key. You put so much pressure on the other team by getting their players potentially in foul trouble and also making easy points for yourself. It's definitely a situation you want to create for your team.
And as you said off camera, this was a key regional win. You don't want to start off 0-1 in the region. It's good to get that first victory, but it's good to get that first regional victory as well.
Yeah, I mean, I keep trying to impress to the kids that we play a very, very tough schedule, but we need to start winning some of these games, and we're starting to be expected to win these regional games, non-conference regional games, and in a lot of ways it was a must-win kind of deal for us, and they responded, particularly in the second half. And not that we played poorly in the first half, we kind of let the last couple minutes of the half get away from us, and they went on a 6-0 run to go up by 7. So we weren't real pleased with that. We want to start and finish halves well. They can be big momentum builders. Just like when we jumped out in the second half on them, they really never recovered from that. So those are critical times in ball games, and kids did a nice job, particularly in the second half.
I noticed in the off season that you were very impressed with the progress of your sophomore guard, Lydia Breidenbaugh. And she had a terrific first game, 21 points and 7 rebounds. 21 points was the highest score for the game, and the 7 rebounds was a team high. Could you talk about her performance?
Sure. First of all, I'd say that I'm pretty certain, we don't keep our kids here on campus in the summer, and we rely on them to work on their games in the off season, but I'm pretty darn sure that Lydia worked harder at becoming a better basketball player than anyone we have in the program, and that's credit to her. And when you do that, good things are going to happen to you. She's added a lot to her game, getting fouled 10 times like we talked about. That's great. Last year I think people look at her as a perimeter 3-point shooter, stand behind the line, and when she's open, you get that. Well, when people start knowing that you're going to be just doing that, or that's the only bullet you have in the holster, then you can become fairly easy to guard. But she's added a different dimension to her game. I mean, she's putting on the floor a lot better, and she worked hard on the weights and got a lot stronger. And she's a driven kid. I mean, she's great academically. She wants to get all A's in school. And she wants to play at the highest level that she possibly can. So we would definitely love to have 10 or 12 more exactly like her in that regard.
Right. Even though Lydia scored 21, he did distribute the points out very well. 3 other players got into double digits. Angela Tessari and Danae Hill both had 11, and Jamie Kaufman had 10.
Yeah, well, we talked about it probably in a previous segment here on the show, but we're likely to be a lot more balanced team this year. Losing who I feel is the best player in school history. Sarah was going to command a lot of attention, and did so much for us in scoring and in every area. But I think this team for sure, we can be a lot harder to guard in a lot of ways because we have more weapons, and so it's still a young group. I mean, we're starting 3 sophomores, so sometimes I forget that because those kids that are in that sophomore class, Danae Hill transferring to us, Jamie Kaufman and Lydia, they played a lot of minutes, in college basketball, so I kind of forget they're sophomores sometimes. But definitely quality players, and they're going to keep getting better and better. So we hope that's the direction the program goes as well.
All right, coming off the win now, you've got an 11-day break in between games. You'll play West Virginia State next Tuesday on the road. You open up your conference slate. What do you know about West Virginia State?
Not a ton right now, honestly. I know Coach Bostic's gone out and recruited a number of new players and things. So we do have that time when I was looking at the schedule here with that little break that we can start working on that information. It was very early on. It was all about Mercyhurst and trying to figure out how to steal a win up there, and so we got that accomplished, and we got a day off today for the kids, and we'll start getting ready, preparing for state starting tomorrow.
Okay. I also want to remind everyone that December 1st, the following Wednesday, will be the home opener for the Lady Bobcats. They take on Charleston, so we hope everyone can come out and support the Lady Bobcats in their home opener. Steve, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I don't think so. Come out and support the ladies. I think it's an exciting team. Sarah Grab, a great former player of ours, was at the game, and she was gushing afterwards, telling me she liked what she saw and everything. And they play exciting. I mean, we're trying to push the ball up the floor and everything, and if they're open, we want them to shoot it, and I think it's fun for people to watch.
Okay. Well, Steve, we'll give you next week off, let you enjoy your Thanksgiving break. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with the Women's Basketball Coach's Corner. Until then, I'm Dwayne Carpenter. This is Steve Tierney. Thanks for watching.